The Internet has created a new world of possibilities and is an essential tool for communication, innovation, economic growth and fundamental rights such as freedom of communication. The EPP Group presented its positions on net and search neutrality, considering them the guiding principles that must be preserved in order to protect the open Internet. And the last panel of the EPP Group Study Days in Bucharest focused on the Internet. The chairman of the panel, Manfred Weber, introduced the speakers. First to take the floor was Marielle Gallo, EPP Group's Vice Coordinator in the Legal Affairs Committee of the European Parliament. She said that Internet offers a way for citizens to exercise their rights. Viviane Reding, Vice President of the European Commission, responsible for justice, fundamental rights and citizenship, took the floor to also reflect on the digital single market. The digital single market has enormous potential for growth, but this is linked to intellectual property rights. The creative and cultural sector currently provides for 3.3% of EU's GDP and employs 6.7 million people, which is 3% of total employment in Europe. Our job is to find the best equilibrium between conflicting rights, the rights of the individual, the protection of children, the right to have free information, freedom of speech and property rights, he said.
It is not an easy task, and we EPP have the responsibility to try to give an equilibrium to these different rights. None of this is exclusive and all have to be working together.
Protection of privacy has also been an issue. Technology is improving rapidly, and politics sometimes give the impression that reacts very slowly to the new challenges.
That is true, and in this way, the new data protection rules, which I have put on the table, are technological neutral, so that they go on the principles and on the safeguards, but they do not go to the individuality of a technology, because technology will change very rapidly. Fortunately, we have in Europe very good inventors who will invent new proposals. Let them do that freely, but let our rules be designed in such a way that they can adapt to whatever new invention our brilliant persons are putting on the table.
Angelika Niebler, chairwoman of the EPP Group Internet Working Group, concluded the panel and set out the EPP Group's position. We need a law on Internet and we need a European approach because of the single market, she said.
We have an equilibrium which states that we need legislation, we need a legal framework in the Internet as well, in particular with regard to data protection and with regard to copyright protection. And the other issue which had been mentioned also today was the question of concentration in the market. I think this is also a very, very important issue which we have taken into consideration. We have big monopolies like Google, like Apple. So let's carefully watch, how they're monopolizing also access to information, etc. And we have to find out what we can do in order to really to guarantee the freedom which we all want to have.
The EPP Group offers important support for key policies in the digital environment and helpfully identifies areas where further work is needed in order to create coherent and effective Internet policy for all European citizens.